Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse. We have non-league hockey action coming to you. It's the 9th-ranked Providence Friars taking on the Engineers of RPI. Both of these teams picked up wins last night. The Engineers knocking off Boston University 4-2, and the Friars defeating Union over in Schenectady 2-1. Setting up what we hope to be another exciting game here today. It's Providence in all black with white and gray trim. RPI back in their home whites with the black shoulders, red and black elsewhere. And we are underway. Opening draw won by Providence. As the Friars will now track it down in their own zone, it's Claire Tayo, sophomore from Messina, New York, working it back behind for Casey Brooks. Tipped into the RPI end of the ice. Tegan Dalby after it. And the junior defender will get tied up here. Friars work it back to the point. A long shot hits bodies in front. Now another shot goes wide off the stick of Haley Lunny. Neutral zone. Friars restart. Save made by Rampado. She gets run into. Looks to be okay as the Engineers do move it out to center. Now we got a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a hook. Just 57 seconds in. And it's going to go on Rihanna Janke. So an early power play chance here for the Friars. RPI was good on the kill yesterday, but they need to stop this trend of taking so many penalties. 5 of them is quite a bit, especially against one of these solid Hockey East clubs like they're playing this weekend. As Lauren Severson's going to pick up a loose puck in the middle of the zone and clear it out. Mara Wagner on the chase, but it's turned back around by the Friars. It's Tayo carrying in, lifts it off the end glass, picked up by Sarah Hjalmarsson, Swedish national teamer. Can't keep it in the zone, however. It's cleared out by Hannah Price, and we got a puck played with a high stick. They'll send the faceoff back into Providence territory. Draw here won by the Engineers. Delaney Weiss will just carry it out of the zone. And he gets it knocked away. Lunny, already seen quite a bit of ice time early in this game. Now picked up by Weiss. Couldn't clear. Kept in by Brooke Becker at the blue line. Sophomore from Orchard Park, New York. Up top, a shot off the iron. It was Becker hit the post. Another shot by Becker, saved by Rampado, and the rebound is cleared out to center. Engineers were helped out by the iron yesterday against BU, and again today it comes to the rescue. 33 to go on the power play for Providence. And RPI shoots it down. Three early shots on goal for the Friars here. As here's another shot, stopped by Rampado. Not out of danger yet, as the shot is hammered wide. Janke out of the box, and she has it now. Rihanna Janke for RPI, sophomore from Allen, Texas. Tried to shoot it in, it was blocked. Here is Wagner. Mara Wagner back to the blue line. Long shot, Larson just to dump in. Severson, wrap try, save made. And the first chance of the game for RPI, Sandra Abstrater makes the stop. She's a grad student out of Freising, Germany. Abstrater 2-0-2 on the year. .96 goals against, .966 save percentage, does have one shutout on the season. Shot by Larson, and that one never got to Abstrater. Helped along the wall there by Asia Taylor-Walters, but it's back out to center. Price again, chipping up the boards. Engineers try to go cross rink with it. It's intercepted by Tayo. This will hop into the bench, and we get a stoppage in play. 16:06 to go in the first period. No score. RPI already weathered an early power play chance for the Friars, making the Engineers 6 for 6 on the weekend. They're killing off penalties at a 92.8% clip to start the year, which is a very high level. MJ Alexander, junior defenseman, throws it across. Now the outlet pass was intercepted, but turned back around by Maddie Peterson, who just chips it into the Providence College zone. Sent back the other way. Going to be icing here on the Friars, and we get another stoppage in play. Pretty balanced attack here for Providence. They have 3 players with 5 points through 5 games this year. Lunny, Becker, and Bachna. Face-off win for RPI. Erbinova's shot was blocked. Skating out with it. And then dumping it in. That was Brooks, who likes to jump in the play already. We've seen that a couple of times. Engineers send it back the other way. Settled by Abstrater and played by Becker. Behind the goal it goes. Ellie Kaiser trying to track it down. She picked up her first collegiate goal yesterday against the Terriers. Now a stretch pass broken up nicely there by Erbinova. And trying to find Kaiser, too far for her, and this will be icing against RPI. And we get a face-off back down the other way.
RPI Athletics would like to remind everyone that face masks are to be worn at all times when inside the Houston Fieldhouse. Thank you for your cooperation and for keeping our campus safe.
Shots are 4-1. Providence here. Engineers were outshot in the first period yesterday by BU 15-3. They really turned things around in the second period. Back comes Peterson. Pulls up at the line, sending it ahead. Backhand shot wide from Papineau. Wheeled around to the far side now. Peterson shovels it backhand into the attacking zone. Becker back to pick it up. 5 points already from the blue line, 2 goals and 3 assists. I mentioned she's one of the leading scorers for this Providence team. This will be helped into the RPI zone by Sierra Barone. Now taking her eye off the puck was Price, and she lost it. Behind the net, Bailey Burton, junior from Bloomington, Minnesota. Tried to go back to the blue line, but that pass leaves the zone, forcing Lily Martinson back out to center. Chopped in, Burton trying to get there, pokes it behind. Yalmerson can't corral it. Lifted along by Buckvik, but nobody home on the far side. Now a tight angle shot is stopped. That was DeBlois. Lauren DeBlois, junior from Lewiston, Maine, looking for her first goal of the year, but not going to beat Rampado from that angle. Maybe trying to get a rebound there. Face-off win for the Engineers. They shoot it around. Pinching in again is Tayo. Ashley Clark. Tayo working it deep. Sent around here, picked up on the other side by Severson. 2-on-2 to center with Janke. Severson dumps it into the far corner. Janke has it there. Back to the point for Weiss. She'll shoot it right back down where it came from. Casey Brooks now, sophomore from Colorado Springs. Lifting it on to center. MJ Alexander turns it around in a hurry. Severson throws it off of Janke. And then there's a collision in the neutral zone. Everyone looks to be all right there. Weiss will shoot it around. Picked up on the other side by Clark. Erbinova strips her of the puck. Lunny's there as well, but the Engineers have it at center ice. Janke hands off to Lily Friis-Hansen. Danish national team center will scoop it out of the corner. Back to the point. Dalby, one time fanned on by Erbinova, but she does keep it in the zone. Now Kaiser. Trying to work her way past Becker, but Becker holds her off for the time being. Clark trying to clear. Can't do so. Audrey McCutcheon now trying to jump on this loose puck. It's played by Tayo, who seems to have been on the ice for most of this period so far. We're 8 minutes in. I know she's come off, but it just doesn't seem like it. Becker tied up behind the goal. McCutcheon trying to dig it out of there. Now she's pinned up by Caroline Peterson. Try to throw it back to the point. Didn't get enough on the pass. It's intercepted. 2-on-2 come the Friars, chipping off the wall. Reading it is Taylor Larson, and the sophomore comes away with the puck nicely for RPI. Larson wheeling up ice. She'll then put on the brakes and reset here as RPI changes forward units. Ahead for Papineau. Nice pass. Papineau kicks it to herself. Has it swatted away. Loose in the middle of the zone. Now a chance for Providence to break, but the pass is off the mark. And they do beat out the icing, however. Kucher with the wheels there to negate the icing that would have been. Back to the blue line. Long shot. That one goes wide. Sent down the middle. Looking for Taylor Walters. Just a bowling ball in the middle of the ice there. And knocks over one of the Friars, but the puck goes deep. MJ Alexander takes a look over her shoulder and fires it up ice off the stick of Phillip there. RPA will have to start over. Weiss, too far for Capel. That's going to be icing on the Engineers. Pretty good pace to this first period so far. RPI trying to hand two Hockey East teams their first loss of the year. It's a tall task, of course, but half the job is done. They beat BU yesterday 4-2, which included an empty net goal by Michaela Capel with 0.6 seconds remaining in the game. RPI got the go-ahead goal on the power play. This is going to leave the ice. Julia Blitz scoring a power play goal with about a little over a minute to play. Gave RPI a 3-2 lead, and they, as I said, added that extra goal with the extra skater. Chipped off the boards. Severson scrapping for it. Janke waiting for it. Trying to give it off to Wagner, but joining the play is Erbinova. Magdalena Erbinova offers Severson a long shot and an easy glove stop for Abstrader. She'll hold on to it there. We'll get a whistle with 10:08 left, just a few seconds away from our lone media stoppage of the period, but not yet. Face-off coming up in the Providence zone, won by the Engineers. Janke trying to find it after Wagner won it backwards. It'll be controlled by Tayo again. Who else? Wagner, team leader with 6 points on the year, tried to center it, but she was tied up. Flipped in deep. RPI will have to chase. Dalby's over there, so is Erbinova. And it wraps around. Dalby lifting it up the boards. Broken up by the pinch of Brooks, and we get a hand pass. And I don't think we can get our immediate stoppage here, or can we? It's a non-change situation, so no. I'm right, which is a rarity. Larson off the draw, throwing it cross ice for Kaiser. And Ellie Kaiser will lift it in. Sophomore from Westmont, Illinois. She and the rest of her classmates waited an entire year to play college hockey. And they're starting to make the most of it now. 3 wins in a row for the Engineers. Their first 3-game winning streak since December 2nd of 2017. Price leaves it in the corner as Providence is changing. Larson takes a look, lobs it down the middle, and letting it ride there is DeBlois. Well, they wave off the icing here, saying that DeBlois could have played it, I guess. Now Peterson hops off the glass in the corner. Kept in Price. Long shot over the top. Pinching is Weiss on the near side. She'll send one in, and a glove save is made, and now we get our stoppage here. 8:38 to go in the first, no score. RPI and number 9 Providence.
Thank you for your continued support of RPI hockey. Enjoy the game, and let's go Red.
Fans, stop by the front of Engineers Pride for free treats and refreshments. Sponsored by RPI Women's Hockey and Vincent Retirement Services. We thank you for your support of RPI Women's Hockey.
Face-off coming up here in the attacking zone for the Engineers. Mentioned RPI winning yesterday 4-2. The Friars beat Union College 2-1, but they needed 2 third-period goals to come back and win that game. Union led for most of it. Bouncing puck played here by RPI, kept in by Dolby. Now a centering pass off the stick of Blitz. Back comes Providence. Barone hands it off. Long shot. Save Rampado. She gets bumped. We're going to get a goalie interference, I think. Second time that Rampado's been hit after a shot, and this time it's going to cost Providence here. It's going to be goaltender interference. First power play of the game for RPI. They were 1 for 3 yesterday against BU. And it was a big one. It was the Blitz power play goal. And the first couple looked a little bit like this. The Engineers really couldn't get anything going on their opening 2 power plays. They had 1 shot through their first 2 advantages. But then they really got things going on the third one. Here comes Wagner. Off for Severson. Sent cross ice. Good find. Shot coming in wide of the target by Blitz. Janke ran out of room, just throws it in the middle, but it's kept in by the Engineers. In deep it goes. Tayo chips it past Severson. Lifts it high in the air to go out to center. Trying to glove it down was Erbinova, and she does. Sent through the middle for Severson on the stick handle. Severson will ring it in. Over skating Blitz. Janke trying to pick it up, and it's cleared out by the Friars. Halfway through the power play. Rampado will leave it aside. On comes Maddie Papineau. Picked up her first career point yesterday, an assist. helping RPI to its win. Sent across, McCutcheon, a drive, save made, rebound loose, they score! It's Kaiser on the rebound, and the Engineers take the lead. Second goal in as many games for Kaiser, both from about the same spot in relationship to the net. As she jumped on that rebound, it was a high shot from McCutcheon, and it did generate a rebound. Fell right to Kaiser. 1-0 RPI. Phillip chips it in. Good keep at the line there by Weiss. As RPI stays on the attack, it's Capel. Working it deep. Picked up there by Lily Hendrickson, freshman from Edina, Minnesota. And it's sent all the way down. It'll be icing if MJ can win the race, and she does by a length. So a little bit like yesterday, although not to the extreme. RPI outshot early in the game. Shots are 6-5 Providence now, so RPI has already closed that gap. But not necessarily a slow start. But Providence did have the upper hand early on in this game. And just like yesterday, the Engineers score first. There's a giveaway. Peterson picks it off, takes the shot right on. Save, rebound swept to the corner. Maddie Peterson with a decent look there. That was just careless by the Friars in their own zone. Peterson again. She's pinned up against the glass as RPI will change a couple behind her. Now we get a whistle here. And a face-off coming up in the Friars' end here. 5:30 to play first period. Kaiser gets the goal. It's definitely amazing what wins can do for your confidence, and that's what RPI saw 2 weeks ago. They swept Union College, winning 4-0 and 9-2. As McCutcheon's going to chip this in. Then they don't really have a good first period yesterday against BU, but they're tied 1-1 after one. Score the first goal, the second. BU ties it. Score the first goal, the third. Add an empty netter. The Engineers actually ended up outshooting BU in the second period after being outshot 15-3 in the first. And right now, shots are even at 6 apiece here in this one. Intercepted at the line. Hunter Barnett, transfer from RIT. Out of Caledon, Ontario. Now a backhander is blocked by Larson. On the try by Tayo. Back out to center it goes. Carried back in. Shot goes wide off the stick of Brooks. Larson tried to help it behind the goal. Now Mara Wagner shoots it off the wall. Severson fanned on the pass. Second try for Lauren, and she moves it out to center on the carry. Although she lost it again. Not where you want to lose the puck here. Shot comes in, and that goes just wide. That was Lunny on the off-wing attempt. Missed the left post. Lunny again. Throws it back to the blue line. Tayo shot flipped wide. Providence going back to work here in the offensive end, as they did early in the period. Engineers bottled up just a bit. Bachna to the blue line. Long shot, saved by Rampado. The rebound kicks to the corner. Glove down at the wall. Nice play there by Lunny, the grad student from Bedford, New York. And Wagner can't get the pass away. She gets her stick tied up. That'll leave the zone. It's going to be offside. And the Engineers catch a break there. That puck just left the zone. Shots are 7-6 in favor of the homestanding Engineers now. Or excuse me, Providence. MJ Alexander off the face-off win. And that puck loose in the slot. Shot comes in, saved by Rampado. And the loose puck is swept away. Another shot blocked on its way in. A third blocked by Capel. As we got a penalty coming up here on Buckvik, it looks like, for body checking. It's pretty clear. It's going to be boarding, I guess, but body check boarding is at this point the same. Buckvik goes to the box, and a late first period power play chance here for the Friars. Engineers doing a good job blocking shots in that sequence. They're getting out attempted in this game 18-10 as they win the draw and shoot it down. Providence breakout to center into the attacking zone. Dalby was wrapped up. Move it back to the point. Becker. Looking for Barnett now. Wrap try, saved by Rampado. And she'll hold on there. Rampado on the season, 3-4 record, 214 goals against, average .934 save percentage. Mentioned Abstrader's numbers. As good as it gets, under a goal per game she allows, so she's already over that. And the .966 save percentage. Made the first save on the shot by McCutcheon, but like the Engineers were able to do yesterday, Kaiser on the doorstep in the right place at the right time, just tapped home the rebound. Minute to go on the power play for the Friars. Burton works it back to the point. Tayo across. The Blois, a long shot that goes wide. Burton again. Wrists one on goal, never got there, hit her teammate. Peterson in the middle and then shot down. Peterson probably looking to try and tip that puck on goal, but she caught well too much of it. There's about a minute difference between the penalty clock here and the game clock in this first period. Moving into the zone, Barone had it stripped away, and it's cleared off the glass and down, although nice job to knock it down by Tayo at center. As Urbinova was looking to ice the puck. Now Barnett pulls up. Lunny, snapshot, that was blocked by Dalby. Penalty about to expire. Shot comes in, kind of pinballs around and never gets to Rampado as the Engineers kill off the penalty. RPI 2 for 2 on the kill now. As Urbinova tries to shovel it along, it's broken up. Tight angle shot, save Rampado. Behind the goal. Lunny, wraparound try, stick save Rampado. Slap shot blocked by Wagner. Becker, a long shot. That one's kicked away by Rampado. It's a firing range right now. Becker, cross ice feed. Barone couldn't handle the saucer. It's kicked on goal by an RPI skate and held on to by Rampado. That was a little bit of friendly fire there, and Rampado had to stick the glove out and make the stop. Boy, is she locked in right now. 5.3 seconds to go in the period. Remember, shots were 6-6 at one point not too long ago. Another 14-6 Providence. They really turned things up after the Engineers scored that goal. And it's pinned against the wall by Price, and that'll do it for the first period. So a frame that had a similar feel to yesterday's opening 20 minutes against BU, but the Engineers have a 1-0 lead here over the 9th-ranked Providence College Friars After one, we'll have the second period coming up in just a bit. You're watching RPI Hockey on RPI TV and ESPN. Welcome back inside the Houston Fieldhouse. RPI and number 9 Providence College getting set for period number 2. The Friars started and ended the period with a good deal of offensive zone time. We're not able to slip a puck past Amanda Rampado, who's back between the pipes, of course, again for RPI to our left here in the second. She made 14 saves in the opening period. At the other end of the ice, it was Sandra Abstrater. I mentioned she's a grad student from Freising, Germany. She turned away 5 of the 6 shots she faced. Just one costly rebound on the shot by McCutcheon that turned into the goal by Kaiser. We'll see how the Engineers respond. We'll see if they can respond like they did yesterday against BU, where they really took it to the Terriers in the second period, that middle frame. Here we go. Buckvick on the draw against Peterson. Engineers win it. Erbinova over skates. No, she dumps it in. Lost sight of it along the boards there. To the line, kept in. Off a boot. Sits right in the slot there. Slid right through. Phillip couldn't get her stick on it. Sent back around. Buckvick tries to pin it up. Peterson wheels away with it. Senior from East Falmouth, Massachusetts. Back to center it goes. Erbinova gets it right back. Shoots it back up the wall. RPI in the middle of a change here. Casey Brooks throws it across. Tayo dumps it in. Rampado stops it there. Providence changing all 5. Calling for it is Taylor Walters at the opposite blue line. And it was tapped deep, so no icing here. Waiting for it is Ashlyn Garnett. She's tied up by Severson. Engineers going with the extra forward today, as are the Friars. A lot of times you see the extra D in that spot, but Asia Taylor Walters has been the extra forward in both games for RPI this weekend. Here is Garnett, excuse me. She's pinned up, puck comes free. Price goes backwards with it, give it away. Hunter Barnett gets bumped off the puck nicely by Larson, who one-hand shovels it behind the goal. Price takes a look. 4 points in her last 5 games for Hannah Price, all assists. Great start to her junior season. Price only had 2 points coming into the year, but already piling up the helpers here in 2021-22. Helps when you score 13 against your rival Dutchman, or Dutch woman, excuse me. Good tie-up here by Alexander along the boards, forcing Providence to reset in their own end. Barone walking in. Barone a shot. That one's blocked by the skate of Larson. Engineers trying to go backwards with it, but there's plenty of pressure behind the goal. Shot around and stopped up there by Martinson. Martinson hands it off. Cross-ice feed, long shot, hit a boot and goes wide. Papineau throws it into the middle. That's a dangerous play, and Rampado's seen enough. She'll put her mid on it. Couple of ill-advised decisions there. If you're Papineau, you just kind of want to go boards and out there. Throwing into the middle, not the best idea, especially when you're trying to break out like that. But Rampado was there to clean things up. Kaiser gets upended here. Lunny working it deep. Kaiser again. Can't clear the zone. Goes behind the net. Alexander. She tries to work it out to McCutcheon. Still RPI can't clear. Shot comes in. Save Rampado, and she pins it up against her chest.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Contact Julie Morris with the Brewer Morris team at Howard Hayden Real Estate Services at 500-331-1579.
You can only ask your goalie to bail you out so many times. RPI struggling with their breakout right now here, just 3 minutes into the second period. Another face-off win here for the Friars. As that puck tips wide. That's something the Engineers have done pretty well today. They are 14 wins to 10 losses in the faceoff circle for RPI. There's poked away by Rampado. Backhand shot goes wide. And finally the Engineers able to clear on the carry. Long stretch pass is a good one there. Binova. Long shot goes wide from the wall by Capel. Now Phillip trying to track it down. 3 Friars along the near wall in front of the RPI bench, and they finally work it out as Brooks goes cross ice with it. Tayo moved in deep by Hjalmarsson. The 5'9" Swede will just dump it in and go off on a change. Now a shot fired through. Phillip trying to turn things around in a hurry. Dumped in by Capel. RPI gets a change going. Wagner in on the forecheck, but the Friars move it out to center. Gathered up momentarily by Wagner, but it's dumped in by Providence. Larson shoots it off the boards. Price trying to get there. Puck pops out to Barnett. Severson will lob it to neutral ice. Shots are 16-6 Friars here. Rampado out of her net. Plays it along there for Wagner. Kept in the zone. Larson shoots it off the boards. Kept in by DeBlois. And now thrown to the side of the cage where it's picked up by Peterson. Long shot, tipped wide. I think Rampado got a pad on that one as Peterson will dig for it in the corner. That's Caroline Peterson of Providence. Chip to center, race for the puck. Severson trying to get there. Gives a little push to Burton. Turned around here by the Friars. Alexander, she'll try the near side. And again, the first one to it is a Friar. That was Becker. She'll throw it on goal, backhand. Easy stop for Rampado, and she'll get a whistle. Still looking for something for the Engineers to give them a boost of energy here. They've been a little bit flat in this period. Chip to center ice, pass behind Blitz, not enough on it for icing. And then Becker falls down, and Blitz will carry into the corner. Papineau backhands it to the far point. Good find. Shot Alexander, that's blocked. Carried out by Garnett. And it's Ashlyn Garnett all by herself. Has Burton trailing on the play and leaves it in the corner for Burton. Bailey Burton looking for her first goal of the year. Has a couple assists already in 5 games. There's a long shot from the high slot area. That was Hjalmarsson. That was held onto by Rampado again. Sarah Hjalmarsson from Bankert, Sweden. Mentioned she's on the Swedish national team. 68 career points in 97 games. This is her 98th game at the collegiate level. That's a poor decision there as Tayo threw into the skate of an Engineer, but RPI couldn't take advantage. Chance maybe for a rush the other way. Couldn't control the puck. Erbinova goes cross ice with it. Dalby trying to get there, gets a stick to it, but on the attack, here's a shot and a save. Rebound put through the crease. Rampado got her glove to the shot, the first one. The second one skimmed right through behind her, but not in the net. Flipped to the line and out to center. Carried on further by McCutcheon. Poked away from Audrey. And Tayo picks it up there. And now Capel. Capel trying to carry in. Back to the point, Price. Tayo. Bouncing puck, it'll be stopped there by Rampado, and she holds on.
Welcome, Rensselaer students, student athletes, faculty, and staff who are in attendance today. Thank you for your support of RPI women's hockey. Enjoy the game and Let's go red.
Face off here. Wraparound try, that comes all the way through. And now Bachna. Poked at there by Phillip, or make it Wagner. Now a shot fired through. Pinching in at the point was Hendrickson, and the Friars keep it in again. Here's Lunny. Alexander had to avoid the referee to try and get to that puck. Sent up the wall, kept in again. Lunny to the circle. Saved by Rampado on the shot by DeBlois. DeBlois again a shot. That one hit bodies in front. Now Peterson. DeBlois. Long shot, save, rebound. Still loose in the slot. Bouncing puck never got to goal. Lunny a shot that goes wide. To the point, a long drive blocked there by an Engineer. And the Engineers in desperate need of a change. Taylor Walters doesn't get it deep. Back come the Friars. Shot in, saved by Rampado with the right pad. Blitz, cross ice pass, hits a skate. As Providence continues to pile up the shot attempts here. Centering pass hits something and pops to center. Garnett carrying in. Can't get around Dalby. She gets dumped there. Fed to the half wall. Chipped off the glass. Engineers. Erbinova trying to get it out of the zone. Peterson digging away as well. Hjalmarsson for Providence. And finally, it's just rugby scrum to center ice. Chipped off the boards. Loose in the slot, moving into the corner. Now Providence wants to change it. Opportunity for the Engineers to finally break out of their own end. Carried ahead by Erbinova. Throws it wide of the goal on the backhand. Still Erbinova. Picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser tried to stick handle and lost it. Lifted into the corner by Becker. And shot all the way down. This is icing if Larson can get on her horse. And it will be icing here on Providence as we're exactly halfway through this second period. Shot totals up to 24-6 in favor of the Providence Friars. Shots in yesterday's game, they outshot Union 37-17. They're on their way to a similar advantage here tonight. Can RPI turn the tide is the question. Hasn't been quite the same spark that we saw in the second period yesterday, that's for certain. It's been all Providence here in the second. Now, upended there was Kaiser, but she stays on the puck nicely. Chipped into the zone by Fries Hansen. RPI will change all five. Fed up the boards. Good pressure there in the neutral zone by Buckvik. And it's sent back through the middle. Another good breakup. Buckvik on it. Phillip just off the bench. Nia Phillip ahead. Pulls up in the corner. Feed it back to the point. Weiss. Shot coming. Save made there by Abstrater. Phillip will leave it. Capel back to pick it up. Takes a look. Down low, Capel. Buckvik lost it in her skates. Sent back around. Here's Phillip. Backing her way in. Nia Phillip, nice play to leave it in the corner. Buckvik to the point for Weiss. Weiss a long shot looking for the tip, didn't get it from Capel. Capel with the icing on the cake yesterday, the empty net goal with 0.6 seconds left, her second of the year. As back comes Bachna going coast to coast. She'll pull up in the corner. Lunny Haley Lunny leaves it there. Peterson picks it off, high off the glass, gloved at by Taylor Walters out to center. Turned around in a hurry by Coeen. She tried to center. It's at the side of the net. Wrap try saved by Rampado, and she has it pinned against the net. And we get some pushing and shoving after the play as Peterson got dumped at the side of the net. She was trying to jam it home on Rampado, and the Engineers took exception. Yeah, it was the 2 or 3 extra swings that Peterson took that RPI didn't like. And we get, I believe, our stoppage here midway through the second. 8:06 to go, 1-0 RPI.
Your support of Let's Go Red ensures that current and future generations of student athletes continue to receive the opportunities to balance the rigors of academics with collegiate athletics. Learn more about how you can help RPI hockey directly at giving.rpi.edu/Let's Go Red.
.806 to go, second period. Ball scooped up, or puck. Puck scooped up the boards. Here's Jenke trying to make a move. Defended well by the Blois. And now Hendrickson. In deep it goes, and it's going to be icing, I think. Face off all the way back down. RPI wins the face-off. Larson a drive and a stick save made by Abstrader. Good work off the draw, getting the slap shot for Larson for RPI. Poked at by Capel. Phillip putting pressure on. Chipped out to center ice. Price back to get it. She'll pull up there as Providence tries to change. DeBlois dumping in. Larson back to get it. Shoots it off the boards. Capel over there. There's also 3 Friars there. Capel's pinned up. Played by Tayo. Into the slot. Nice find. Right on goal. Save by Rampado. As Barone didn't get exactly what she wanted on that shot, but it's another shot on goal. 26th of the game for Providence College. Big win for RPI men's soccer today. They beat Ithaca 1-0 in Ithaca. And now here come the Engineers. Could be a 3-on-1. It's Blitz walking in. Blitz, a shot and a save by Abstrader. As if Blitz waits a little bit there, it might develop into more of a odd man situation than it was. But confident after her game-winning goal yesterday, Blitz elects to take the shot maybe to try and generate a rebound. Didn't get what she was looking for. This is out to center from Erbinova. Rampado throwing it around. A forecheck. Can we get a whistle here? What's this for? Well, you got me. I don't know why it was blown dead. Maybe it was a delayed offside. That's my only guess. We're going to go with that. Face-off win for the Friars. Shot in by Martinson. Given away. Lenny trying to throw down in front. Spun towards goal. Saved by Pato. Loose puck kicked behind the net. McCutcheon thought about dumping it in and took a little bit too much time. And the back check of Bachna did not allow her to. And we got a stalemate here. It's finally kicked out. Alexander has it in her skates. Avoids 1-4 checker. Now McCutcheon has it. To the line where it's kept in. Slap shot saved by Rampado. Back to the point. Another drive, and that skims wide, and the shot by Becker. Friars are not afraid to just tee it up here right now. From anywhere and everywhere. Alexander leaves it behind for Weiss. Shoots it off the boards and all the way down. This is going to be icing here. Well, maybe it won't. I got to wave this off. No, that's not it. The Blois didn't even give us the fake like she's still skating. She just stopped. At least pump your legs there. Make it look like you're trying. Anyway, icing here on RPI. And they have too many players out there, so somebody has to come off. And it's going to be Janky. Shots are 27-9 with 4:54 left to go in the second period. Only goal of the game belongs to Ellie Kaiser. Came back in the first period on the power play. RPI's only power play of the game so far. Friars are 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Nice move there along the wall. Keep it alive behind the net. Back to the blue line. The Blois, a long shot, and that caught the glove of Rampado. Didn't hold it. Severson, nice move to get free. Off for Kaiser, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Kaiser a little slow on the carry. It's going to be offside. Center ice draw win for RPI. Throw it off of Phillip. Couldn't get it deep. Garnett turns it around for Providence. It's dumped in. Larson shoots it up the boards. Capel out to center. Race for the puck. Look at Phillip fly. Phillip centering pass. Trying to find Buckvick. And Buckvick eventually tracks it down. Back to the point. Larson. Here's Price. Firing a shot, that's blocked by the shin pad of, I think that's Tayo, and it's back out to center ice. Price to Peterson, shoots it in. Bouncing puck, helped aside there by Abstrader. Picked up by Brooks, she'll fire it ahead. On comes Bachna. Hjalmarsson chips it into the zone, goes off in a change. Little backhand saucer pass there from Wagner, ahead for Taylor Walters. Turned around by Tayo. Becker down the middle. Did it touch anything? No. Icing here on the Friars. Face-off win for the Engineers in the attacking zone. Erbinova shoots up the wall to herself, a little too far. Now she's caught up the wall. McCutcheon digs it out, throws it back to Kaiser. Kaiser fakes a shot, carries in. Ellie Kaiser, the lone goal in the game for either team here. Works it all the way behind the goal. Fed back to the blue line. Shot right back in. Picked up there by Janke. Or make that Fries Hansen rather. Bouncing puck as it came off of one of the Friars on the shot attempt. McCutcheon throws it cross ice. Engineers touch up in a hurry, and Kaiser shoots it in. Helped aside by Becker. RPI changing behind the play. Lunny shoots it up the wall. Price trying to get there. Larson throws it down the middle off the stick of Wagner. Turned around here by the Friars, and they give it away. Wagner carrying. Hands it off here. Severson walking in. Tried to give it back to Wagner, and the pass didn't go. Defended well by Becker. In the slot. Shot. Rebound loose, and they couldn't get the shot away again. Wagner again on it for RPI. Penalty coming up on the Friars. There's a shot in. Save made. It's going to be covered. And the Engineers are going back on the power play. It's going to be a hold. And it's going to go on Kucher. Delaney Kucher, the junior from Shrewsbury, Mass. Heads to the box here with 1:54 left in the second. Face-off win for the Engineers. Right up the draw. Blitz, a shot right on, and a chest save by Abstrater. She holds on. RPI at least trying to catch up in the shots on goal department. Another face-off win here. Sent back up top. Erbinova. Janke. Wagner. Pulls it back out. Goes cross ice. Blitz. Down low. Shot off the iron. And it goes behind the goal. Abstrater pinned the pads together and hoped it wasn't behind her in the net. It was just outside the post and outside the cage. Now Lunny trying to put the press on here shorthanded. It's out at center. Severson trying to turn it up ice. She just collides there with Tayo, and it's carried in by Wagner. Mara Wagner in the corner. Sorts things out here on the power play. 57 seconds to go in the frame. Up top, Erbinova, wrist shot, that's blocked as Lunny got in the way of that. Lifted up the boards and out to center. RPI resets, it's blitz. She'll pull up. RPI make a partial change here as they dump it in. Slammed out all the way down as Larson lost her stick. 32 seconds to go. There's about a 15-second difference between the game clock here and the rest of this penalty. So some may carry over if the Engineers don't tally before the horn. Cross ice feed is a good one for Kaiser. Kaiser walking in. She'll circle the net. 15 to go in the period. Slap shot McCutcheon and a save by Abstrater with Buckvick lurking, and she gets the talking to from a couple of the Friars in front. Just hang out a little too close. That wasn't Buckvick, that was Capel, excuse me, looking for the rebound. Trying to provide a screen for that shot. 11.5 seconds to go in the period. Again, RPI wins the draw. Trying to find it. It's going to be cleared out to center. Erbinova has it there. Sent cross ice with one, and that'll do it for period number 2. No goals in the frame. RPI will have 15 seconds of power play time, their second power play of this game when the third period commences. But until then, we'll be right back. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV and ESPN. Here we go, third period just about set to go. One nothing is the RPI lead. Some stats through 2 periods of play. Shots are 28-15 Providence. So 14 shots in each period for the Friars. Simple math, even I could do that. RPI 1 for 2 on the power play. They have 15 seconds left on the man advantage here. They have 5 power play shots, RPI. 5 of the 15 shots in the game for the Engineers have come on the power play. Providence 0 for 2 on the power play. 3 shots in their power play chances. Face-offs are 23-15 RPI, and Mario Wagner's 9-3 on the draw. Lily Fries Hansen 6-3. No Friar is above 500 in the face-off circle. Hunter Barnett is 4-4. Here we go, third period of action here. Engineers skating from right to left. Across your screens, Friars left to right. Number 9 in the country, Providence, undefeated at 3-0-2 coming in. It was coincidentally the same record as the penalties over. Same record as BU. That shot off the glove of Abstrater. Coming in yesterday, Engineers handed the Terriers their first loss of the season. Now they're 20 minutes away from doing the same here. Probably going to need to have a better third than they have in each of their first 2 periods. They played well defensively, but you can't give up 14 shots a period and expect to win too many games. As Amanda Rampado does her best Lavisa Solander impression to this point. And there's a play broken up by Wagner in the neutral zone. Or right at the line, excuse me. Sent down ice is a good job by RPI backup goalie. I think that's Emily Venny over there, helping her teammate onto the bench as to avoid that puck that was heading right in front of the RPI bench area. Emily Venn, excuse me. Sophomore from Greeley, Ontario, on door duties, left side of the RPI bench from my vantage point. So one early shot here in the third for RPI. Here's Severson, backhands it to the point for Larson. Long shot in, looking for the tip. Hits off the back of the cage. Blitz has it now. Trying to cycle for Wagner. Past her, Severson steps in and makes a nice play. And it's going to be cleared out here on the carry. It's Peterson, and she'll cross the red line and just dump it in as the Friars change all 5. Larson ahead through Severson's stick as Becker plays it across. Dumped right back in, and Larson takes a look, throws it across for Price. Hannah Price, junior from Pittsburgh, will shoot it near side. This is going to be icing on RPI. Not quite 2 minutes into the third. RPI still leading 1-0 on a goal that came at 13-18 of the first period. A power play tally by Ellie Kaiser from Audrey McCutcheon and Maddie Papineau. The second career goal for Kaiser, second in as many games. She scored in yesterday's game against BU. Second point in as many games for Papineau. She also had an assist yesterday against the Terriers. Shot in here after crossing center by Blitz. RPI will make a line change. Taylor Walters goes back to Alexander, who in turn finds Weiss. Maddie Peterson dumping in for RPI. 2 Engineers converge on the puck, and it's Taylor Walters who comes away with it. Broken up nicely, however, by Martinson. Pinching is Weiss. Back down low. Hjalmarsson. Good play by Taylor Walters to disrupt. Papineau tries to step in, but the Friars move it out to center ice. Nice play there. 3-on-2. Hjalmarsson fakes a shot. Now she'll take one, and a blocker save is made by Rampado. Hjalmarsson still looking for her first point of the year. Mentioned a pretty solid career to this point. Puck's behind the RPI goal. Nice job sliding it around the zone. In front, shot save Rampado. Point blank try there. And that's a grade A that Hardy is going to want back. Isabel Hardy, the junior from Oakville, Ontario, found herself in the right spot. Oh, it was a good block, excuse me. Maddie Peterson got the shaft of her stick on that shot and kept it on the ice and made it a much easier stop for Rampado. Who knows what happens if she's able to lift that puck as the Engineers ice it here. Hardy, 8 goals in 59 career games coming in. But again, looking for her first point of 2021-22. Back comes McCutcheon. Dumping it in. Pinned against the end wall. Good scrum here. Dug out by the Engineers. Janke, she's wrapped up and gets pushed into the wall. Penalty coming up. It's going to be a hook. As actually it was Lily Fries Hansen. I've confused those two already today. They're both smaller righty shots, so I'm giving myself a break on that one. Janke's out there now. Third power play chance for RPI coming up here. It's going to be a hook on Peterson. See if the Engineers can do the job on the draw like they have been. They win it. Erbinova feeding it down low, gets it back. Magdalena Erbinova across for Blitz. All the way across here for Wagner. Erbinova. Wagner. Erbinova. Blitz. Sent all the way across to Wagner. A shot and a glove save made. Abstrater. You heard Julia Blitz in the postgame yesterday talking about how the Engineers, when their power play gets going, they're opening up the passing lanes a lot better. And that's what they did in their final power play of the game yesterday. And it's continued here today. And they get that umbrella going. Here's a long shot. Played by Severson. She gets double teamed and it's cleared out to center ice. Blitz going backwards with it. Pass eludes Erbinova. And she'll skate behind the goal. Magdalena Erbinova makes a move. Erbinova walking in. Erbinova's shot hits the iron. Magdalena Erbinova says, if you're going to give me the space, I'll take it. She walked all the way into the circle and ripped one off the crossbar. Great opportunity there. Still a minute 8 to go on the power play for RPI. This is the unit that scored a goal earlier today with the Kaiser. All the way down the ice. Good clearance there by the Friars. Back to pick it up is Dalby. And Larson will start the power play breakout here. On the carry, it's sent back the other way. That was Kaiser trying to move it in. Knocked down there by Fries Hansen. Or Papineau rather, and they dump it in. Abstrater takes a look from behind her own goal, works it up the wall. Papineau stops it there, backhanding it in front, but nobody home. Slammed off the glass and out to center. Barnett, shorthanded, takes a look, but now she'll backtrack here. Takes a bump from Capel. Shot in there by Brooks. One more rush here maybe for this power play, and it's 6 seconds to go on it. Tipped off the skate of Kaiser, and in deep, power play over. RPI 1 for 3. Back come the Friars, dumped in by Brooks. Brooks goes sliding feet first into the wall as the Engineers change directions here. McCutcheon has it hop off her stick. Loose in the neutral zone, picked up by McCutcheon, knocked away from her again by Hardy. To the RPI line. Still trying to enter the zone. It's broken up again. Shots are 30-18 Providence, but RPI leads 1-0. Long shot, glove save, was headed high maybe. But Rampado made sure. Face off, sits on the dot, backhanded towards goal. And Rampano makes one of her easier saves of the day. Peterson in to take the draw against Peterson. It's an all Peterson face-off here, and Maddie Peterson wins it for RPI, throwing it off the boards. And down the ice, Papineau trying to chase. They wave off the icing early. Papineau helps Becker into the boards and allows the Engineers to take over. Taylor Walters lost an edge and went down. It's picked up there by Becker again. She falls down. Erbinova, Dalby, Severson calling for it. Peterson diving for that pass. That's off the mark. Sent back into the RPI zone. Rampado can't slow it down. Just off the bench, Mara Wagner. Wagner, second crack at it. That's off of a Providence stick, but the Engineers do move it out. Severson, good connection. Mara Wagner across for Blitz, sending it back to Severson. She'll throw one on towards goal. It was blocked by a skate. Price now on the jump. Wagner hands it off there for Blitz. Back to the blue line. Severson gives it back to Blitz. She tries to go cross ice with it, but Larson doesn't want to venture too much further into the zone, and the Friars take over. Lily Hendrickson for Providence. She'll navigate through the neutral zone and dump it in. Stopped there by Amanda Rampado. Off for Larson. Ahead for Severson, chipping off the boards. Blitz trying to control it. Forces it into the zone as she walked right through Tayo. 11:55 to go, third period. Engineers have numbers back as the Friars dump it in. Larson then collides there with Garnett. And Phillips has to dance around one Friars player in the neutral zone and ends up losing the puck there. Phillip goes backwards with it to Alexander. Good puck possession play there as the Engineers dump it in. Fed around. It'll be knocked down by the pinching Delaney Weiss, the senior out of Lake Forest, Illinois. Now they press back the other way. Long shot, easy stick stop for Rampado. She helps it into the corner. In front, stolen away by Capel. Good positioning there by Michaela. Back comes RPI with Kaiser. Fries Hansen crashing the net. A glove save made on the try by Kaiser. Face-off won by the Engineers, kept in by Erbinova. Becker for the Friars. Flips it off the boards, and Providence moves it out to center into the RPI zone. Erbinova cuts it off. Chips it to herself, and she'll shoot it in from center. Hard off the end wall, out of her net was Abstrater. Keeps the play moving. Behind the goal, picked off. Kaiser gets pinned up there. Dug out by McCutcheon. McCutcheon, a try from Larson, broken up, and now out to center one-on-one. Haley Lunny, forced wide by Price. Well defended there by the junior. Slapped around, it'll be picked up on the far side. Long shot, deflected off the side of the net. Lunny steered it on the long try there. It was harmless off the stick of the Blois until it was tipped. And that was an opportunity there for Providence. Now they pin up along the corner. There's an engine that went down there. It was Larson. It's getting a little physical in this corner now. Forced out by Peterson, and now Papineau. Touched on for Taylor Walters, who gets it deep. That's going to be key for RPI fundamentally, just getting the puck in deep into Providence territory as this game goes on. Long shot there, Wagner, kicked away by Abstrader. Wagner the first one to it. And overtaken, however, by Garnett. Picked off at the line by the Friars. Up ice comes Burton. Burton, tight angle shot, goes wide. And a penalty coming up here as they got Alexander for body checking, I think. Yeah. Well, here's the opportunity Providence was looking for. It's one of those plays you'd like to see not called, but you can see where what the referee saw. You have a Providence player who's not fully balanced there, and if any kind of contact is going to put her to the ice, and that's what the referee saw on the far side. Jason Galafaro making the call. Third power play now for Providence, so penalties are even at 3 apiece.
National Grid Foundation is partnering with RPI Athletics, working with local schools in Troy as part of the Shoot Your Stars program. RPI Athletics would like to thank National Grid Foundation for their support of RPI hockey and our local beautiful communities.
All right, so here we go. 9 minutes to go in the third. Power play for Providence on the body checking penalty on MJ Alexander. Tayo across for DeBlois. Tayo looking for a lane. Throws it back up top. Lauren DeBlois. They trade places again. Feed it across, one-timer blocked there by Buckvik. Slap shot coming through traffic, it's in the corner. Only Tayo knew where it ended up. She was the one who took the shot. Back to Burton. There's a shot, stopped by Rampado, no rebound. I don't know how she kept that one. Between the pads, it was Burton with the drive. Draw coming up. Shot off the boards, and it's kept in by DeBlois. Tayo across. DeBlois back to Tayo. Shot blocked by the shin pad of Severson. Can she get there? Poked away by Tayo. And Severson fanned on the dump in. Back comes Providence. Drops it back, Burton into the middle. One-timer, sliding block is made by Wagner. Yolmerson, the shot save, rebound covered up by Rampado. It takes all 5 players on the ice to kill a penalty, and the Engineers are showing off how to do so right now. There's still 40 seconds left on it, but look at that sliding block by the transfer from Robert Morris. Mara Wagner. Erbinova trying to clear, and she does all the way down. 37-20 are the shots so far. Still 7.5 to go. Shot comes through, deflects over to the far side for Barone. Now Bachna. Sent into the middle, loose puck, tapped to the wall. Erbenova can't get there. Now it's a pass back to the blue line, and a little miscommunication there. RPI trying to change, penalty about to expire, and it does. Engineers 3 for 3 on the kill. Lifted out to center ice. So RPI dodges a bullet there on the penalty, as they're able to kill off another. They're 8 for 8 on the kill this weekend. This is going to be icing here in RPI, as they get a chance to maybe get things settled down here. And now we get a chance to break here for RPI. 2-on-0, Papineau with Peterson. Papineau, save made by Abstrater. RPI may have gotten away with a trip there at the blue line. It sprung at nearly a 3-on-0. Now a long shot is blocked on the try by Larson. Engineers could have very easily been called for a trip there. But as it stands, we're still 5 aside, 6 minutes to go. Little toe drag, Burton walking in, saved by Rampado. You see it so many times on the 2-on-0 break, you're better off usually just going at it yourself, going one-on-one with the goalie instead of trying to make that pass. The Engineers actually did complete the pass, as there's the stick. Yeah, that's probably a penalty on Kaiser, but here, the Engineers do make the play across. A lot of times that pass gets missed on the 2-on-0. Anyway, back comes RPI. Capel. Centering pass into the middle. Phillips trying to dig it out of some skates. And it's chopped aside. To the line and out. Dolby tries to turn around. Loose in the neutral zone. Carried on by Peterson. Caroline Peterson across. Long shot save. Rebound to the circle. That's blocked by Price. Up ahead for Phillip. And Nia Phillip will carry out. Trying to turn the corner. Nia Phillip all the way in! And a save by Abstrater. Oh, what a play. Phillip just turns on the afterburners there. But couldn't get it to go on Abstrater. Made a nice pad save. Erbinova trying to backhand it through the middle. Finally connects here to Janke. Brianna Janke pulls up at the blue line. Picked up by Wagner. Wagner shots, he scores! Mara Wagner goes top shelf on Abstrater. It's 2-0. There's not a lot of room there, but Wagner scores. Her 4th of the year, and a little bit of breathing room now for RPI as they double their advantage with 4:43 left. Maybe waiting for Wagner to pick up that scoring touch he had earlier in the year. Able to finish that one off. Dumped in by the Friars. Sent across through Kaiser. And now work behind. DeBlois. That's picked off by Kaiser. Off for McCutcheon. McCutcheon takes a shot. Stopped there by Abstrater from distance.
And number 9, Magdalena Erbenova. RPI goals scored by number 29,
Hendrickson, or make that DeBlois rather, try to work it out of the zone. Now, RPI comes away with it there, was Phillip. Now Buckvik. She's being harassed and gets dumped. Penalty coming up on the Friars again. RPI just frustrating Providence here late in this third period. Got a little too physical. Now a fourth power play chance coming up here for RPI. And it's going to be Hendrickson going to the penalty box. Look at the goal. Off the dome and in, it hit the mask of Abstrater, who's 5'11", already down in the butterfly. She was giving up the top part of the net, and Wagner said, "Thank you very much." Power play number 4 for RPI. They're 0 for 3. Or excuse me, 1 for 3. Working it down low, Severson corrals. She'll tap it along for Blitz. Again, 4 forwards on the power play here for RPI. Severson gets bumped to the ice. Janke has it now. She'll help it along for Wagner. Back down low. And everyone had vacated that corner. Now Janke jumping on it. Centering pass out in front, looking to feed it to Wagner. Too many sticks in the way. Right back to the blue line. Blitz. Into the middle. Janke trying to stick handle. Lost the puck there. And Providence going to be able to clear it out to at least center ice. Erbinova picks it up and shovels it across. Minute to go on the power play for RPI. 2.5 to play in regulation. Erbinova. She'll carry in. Took her eye off it there. As it's cleared back out to neutral. Kicked at by Capel into the zone. Michaela Capel firing it low and it missed wide left. Now it's given away by Kaiser. And a good play intercept by Larson. Or else could have had Tayo for a shorthanded chance the other way if she doesn't pick that off. Capel, 30 seconds to go in the power play. Fanning on it there was Papineau. And it's fed all the way down. Larson through the middle. Capel tried to find Papineau again. Knocked out of the air by Kaiser, but she can't corral before it goes into the corner. Penalty about to expire. Puck out to center, and they do kill it off. So RPI now 1 for 4 on the power play. Long shot, skipped in. Oh boy. A dangerous looking skipping shot from the neutral zone by Erbinova. It caught Abstrater off guard. Now here's a shot that's blocked. Doesn't get to Rampado. Loose in the middle, picked up there by Price.
This is the final minute of play. Final minute of play.
Peterson with 1 minute to go here. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender here. Abstrater, if she comes off for an extra attacker. Peterson. Friars go D to D, they tip it in. Abstrater coming off. Erbinova. A little bit nonchalant behind her own goal. Maybe just trying to slow things down and pin it up here to waste some time. Goalie off with about 30 seconds and change. 6 skaters out there for the Friars. Hjalmarsson a shot, and that one goes wide. Bouncing puck to the side of the cage, helped aside by Erbinova. Now a shot off the base of the net there by DeBlois. 8 seconds to go. Another shot comes in, loose in front, tipped to the point with 2. One more shot blocked, and it's all over. Two Hockey East powers come to the Houston Fieldhouse. Both are turned away by RPI Women's Hockey as they win tonight by a 2-0 final. Second career shutout for junior Amanda Rampado, who turns away. Well, they're still tallying up 42 shots in the game. That's one shy of her season high of 43, which she had at Vermont on October 2nd. But certainly her most saves in a shutout. as she stopped 30 back on October 8th against Union. RPI wins it here 2-0, your final score. Goal scorers Kaiser and Wagner. Kaiser in the first, Wagner here in the third. For a bit of insurance, the Engineers taking out BU and number 9 Providence on back-to-back days here this weekend. And what a weekend it was for RPI. They moved back to 500 on the season. They're now 4-4 on the year. They're, of course, 2-0 in the league. This is not a league game. And they hand Providence their first loss. The Friars are now 3-1-2 on the year. RPI heavily outshot here by Providence, but they hold on for the win. Shots were 42-25. They do get another power play goal. And as I said, second career shutout for Rampado. She was absolutely locked in all afternoon. That'll do it for all of our RPI TV crew here at the Houston Fieldhouse. For myself, I'm Perry Lascaris. We thank you for watching today's game. Your final score was RPI 2 and number 9 Providence nothing. This has been RPI Hockey on RPI TV and ESPN.